Hey, this is Retired Geek Woman Adventures with Rhiannon with Kynseed Retired Slow Play part number 32. And we're going to take up right where we left off last time. I haven't skipped anything, so welcome to this game. Welcome to my new subscribers. I've got so many new people. I'm so excited that a lot of people are finding what I'm doing valuable. So thank you so much. I appreciate your subscriptions. I appreciate your likes. I appreciate your comments. So thank you so very much. Something I wanted to mention that I've started doing is sometime during this video, there is going to be a secret word of the day. And what I want you to do is take that secret word of the day that I'll be speaking, it won't flash up on the screen or anything, and make a comment down below using the secret word of the day. And so I wanted to make sure that you knew about that and to be listening for it. I wanted to point out that my videos say retired slow play. And what that means is I don't rush through the game. I don't min-max, I don't power game. I just go through the game and enjoy it for what it is and try to not to miss the details. So that's just my game style. When I was searching for information about games and videos of games, that's something I could not find and didn't see. So I thought, hey, that's something I can do. That's not to say that I don't have a plan for my playthrough. For Kynseed in particular, I will play at least until our family here that we've started goes for 50 years. My character will be 50 years old at some point, and then we hand over everything to one of our heirs. And you saw I had 3 little babies there. So that can happen really a slow way, or it can happen a faster way, and we've talked about that in previous episodes. But my plan is to go at least until that happens. After that, I'm not sure when I'll consider this playthrough complete, but it will be marked on my playlist as complete. And I want to please ask you to subscribe to my channel. I really appreciate it if you do that. And of course, it makes YouTube like me better when people subscribe. Also, please give my videos a thumbs up if you like what I'm doing. So that really helps too. But really, let's just have some fun. That's what I'm doing, and I'm just sharing it with you. I've been looking over my tasks this morning. This is kind of my normal routine. I talk to Ash and send him off on his adventures. I check with my sheep and see if they give me any more fertilizer, which I'm constantly needing more fertilizer. I think sheep fertilizer seems to be better than cow fertilizer, so I don't know. And then after that, usually I'm running around. Right now my goal is to make good friends with everybody in the neighborhood. As you can see, we're doing pretty good. We got Jed and Warzel and Betty still that we are working on our friendship at this particular family home. And part of the game is that first off, my first goal was to start a family, which I've done. And we got 3 little babies in the crib, and they actually stay in the crib for 5 years. And then, first get married, start a family, and so I've done that. And then become a successful business owner, and I'm doing pretty good. I own apothecary and the general store, which we have specialized into a fish market right here in the Vale, in the Candlewick Village. So I've got those 2 goals that I first had kind of on the way, you should say, or completed. I don't know what to say. I've gotten that all started. My next goal was to be best friends with all of the citizens in the Vale. Now, to explain a little bit how the map and the locations and everything works, they divide it out by havens. So the Vale is one of the havens. Within the Vale, they are what they call locations. And some of those are cities, towns, and some of them are not actually cities. They're just locations. But for simplicity's sake, they call them locations. So I will be going to all of the locations within the Vale and make best friends with all of the citizens. That's my first goal. I didn't want to stretch myself out. My first friendship goal. I didn't want to stretch myself out all over the map and then not know who I'm friends with and who I'm not friends with. It's confusing to me because there's so many places and so many people. So hopefully I'll get around to all of them, but we're working on it. And what? My boys like chalk and curdled milk, different sides of different coins. Oh, well, okay. He's kind of a character. All of these guys are characters. The conversations are funny, and I'm not reading or showing all of it. It would make this playthrough last for thousands of episodes. I wanted to show you the Wurzel farm. Oh my gosh, it's raining, and that's you get better quality of pears on rainy days. So I try to leave the trees on. I'm trying to leave the apple trees alone. Let me see if I get a good apple. Where is it? I got 2-star apples. I don't know. All I know is that I read that on rainy days is when you should harvest pear trees. I don't know about apples. I am using my slingshot, and that's going to increase my slingshot skill, which I have absolutely no idea what that has to do with anything. But I read that's what you should do, so that's what I'm doing. So again, rainy days for pear trees, that was a proverb or something that I read. So that's kind of what I'm going with that. And because the only reason I could take those fruits and things is because I have gotten good enough friends with the people that live in the household. So that is why I was able to knock the fruits off the trees. When I first went down and started talking to these folks, they were grumpy, and their last name is Scrumpy, and I think it should be Grumpy because they were very grumpy. And over time, we've gotten better friends with them because we went ahead and started gifting them. Giving gifts to people does a number of things. Obviously, it's one of my goals in the game is to be best friends with everyone. But they give you tips and suggestions and rating tips, and they tell you people's birthdays and things they like and don't like. And another thing they do is they start sending you gifts, and it could be proverbs, it can be recipes, or it could be an apple. It can be all kinds of things. So, I found the bands I was looking for, the binding bands. Finally, giving it to Lemony Sip. That's why gifting is kind of a good idea. And you get friendship points, and you get reputation. So there's all kinds of reasons to do that. Right, the tasks you saw on my list, that's another way to get friendship points and reputation points, which is your skill level. Right now you can see I'm craftsman, which is level number 5. And as you can see, I'm also making pretty good money. I have 1432, and all of that is coming from, well, I shouldn't say all of it, most of it's coming from my shops, and mostly the apothecary, because it's making very good money. We've even specialized the general store, which costs $3,000, and even after doing that, we still have over 1,400. I was double checking my offerings because I forget from time to time what offerings I have. Am I wasting my time cutting down weeds? Should I be fishing because I have increased fishing? So I forget sometimes, so I go take a quick look. And for my new subscribers, I do have a little bit of short-term memory loss, and it's not huge. It's normal senior memory loss, but apparently I got the quota for the whole entire family because I have the worst memory of anyone in my entire family. I forget things so much. So again, if I do repeat myself, I do apologize. Sometimes it's not intentional. It means I didn't remember telling you that earlier in this episode, and sometimes I go back and listen to them and go, oh my gosh, I can't believe I did that. So I apologize if I do that sometimes. I try to minimize it as much as possible, but I was explaining why I went back and looked at the offerings because I had forgotten what my offerings were and what I needed to be focusing on. So I do apologize for that, but it's part of my life, and I just learned to deal with it. You can see that Toby Jug we're already best friends with, but I'm still giving him gifts because I think Toby and Melanie have an heirloom chest somewhere, and I want to get the code to the chest. That is another reason to make best friends with people and to keep giving them gifts after that. We have gotten an heirloom chest opened, one or two anyways, and it is in the comments, not the comments, but the description of my videos, and in the comments or down below the description, and I put chapter markings. I do mention when I get a chest open so that you can see it. Let's see, Herbert, he does. Herbert's starting to be a good friend. Herbert's father is a Fae. Yes, it's true. Herbert has Fae blood. That's why Herbert lives so long. He is very old. Herbert has a father who raised Herbert and told Herbert that he was different and special. Herbert's mother is dead now. She got eaten by monsters in the dark forest. Yes, Herbert swore to protect the Vale from monsters. So Herbert built the wall and guards it day and night. No more mothers eaten. Oh my goodness. That's quite a bit of new information from Herbert Lemon. That's fascinating, actually. I think that Uncle Bill told us to kind of watch out for him, that he was grumpy, and said if you go that way, he's grumpy or something like that. So we're making friends, and we're making friends with these blacksmith, Jeffrey Black. Yes, we're already good friends with him. I'm not giving him my one and only truffle. He's going to have to get something else, and we're trying to get their code too, so... Iris gets up early in the morning, bright and eager to greet the dawn. That's a rating tip for irises. So that's something to pay attention to when I'm trying to get high quality irises. And let's see, what do we got, Jeremy? I don't have your strained potion yet, but I can give you a strawberry. There you go, my friend. So please give me a code to your chest. Sometimes it takes quite a few times, quite a few gifts to get codes from people's heirloom chests. Some of them, like the Browns, Arthur Brown, gave you the entire code, the whole thing, all at once. And so Ignatius, hello there, Ignatius. You'd like blueberries? So I have blueberries. Oh, but I'm getting low on them. I seem to have more nightberries than blueberries. So I guess we'll get there. Oh my goodness. Almost. Oh my gosh, you can't get any closer than that and not have full hearts. Oh dear. So I'm just trying to catch some people, as I like to give them the gifts if I can, it's in person, and then once I can, I run out, I can't find them, then I run down and go to their mailboxes and such. Wanted to stop by the apothecary and get all the goodie. Oh, beast tail, interesting. Get the herbs that are growing there, and check the ledger. I love checking the ledger every day. We had 115 yesterday, 149 the day before. Don't know what we're going to make today. The store doesn't close till 6 o'clock. And for some reason, Teresa Brown is just not very happy. Not sure what the reason for that is. So I try not to overwork them. I try to give them gifts and things. So I do not know why. Look at all this sticky tongue that we got from our adventures in Midwood, was it? We got sticky tongue, and that's a good thing. That was gossip. That's for gossip, and we have a number of remedies that need ingredients for gossip. So we don't really know what a lot of these things have, but I do have an ingredient spreadsheet in my links below the description here, and it tells what the attributes of these ingredients are. So I know I can use them because of that spreadsheet. And I kind of discovered that by accident. I was making something with needed charm, and I thought, you know what, I bet charm weed has charm, and I tried it and it worked. So I thought, okay, we can use ingredients without knowing what they are. But then I looked, oh my goodness, I'm out of sunflower. I need to grow sunflowers. That was an expensive purchase. So anyway, I need to, that's how you can find out, and that's how I found out that I can use ingredients that I don't know what the attributes are, and that's what I do. So I can create more remedies. As you can see, my fish shop does look like a fish market, doesn't it? We're making okay money. As long as I'm making a positive, I'm okay. I just don't want to go into the red on the shops. Specializing your shop does give you increased reputation, and since I specialize as a fishmonger, fish market, then it's supposedly when people buy fish, I get more reputation than if they bought other things. So I don't even know why I have those eggs in there. I should probably take them out. I am making sure that I've got plenty of fish on the shelves, and you also have like the display areas. So what happens is your employees, or yourself if you don't have an employee, will come along, and if a shelf is empty, then they will restock it with whatever is showing here in the inventory. So we are absolutely doing great on all of that. Look at the rainfish and the moonfish sell very well. I found that the less common the fish, the better that they sell. With the possibilities, the swam flatch, I'm not sure, don't seem to be selling good. Weed scammer, I kind of keep a good stock of all of the common fish just because I need stuff on the shelves, and I am not a super advanced fisher person yet, but I'm getting there. I do love fishing, which is why I decided that this first general store would be specializing as a fish market. So I'm very excited about that. It's like, what would I do with all the fish? Because you can only sell 25 brass worth of stuff at a time. So if I didn't didn't have an outlet for that, then I wouldn't be able to sell as much as I am. So I'm kind of saying hello to everyone. Anybody that has an orange star above their head is someone that I have not met before. So making sure that I say hi to them, and they are from other havens. So that once you get your reputation up in your shop or your store, then you're going to get visitors from different havens, and that's what's happening. So I do want to mention that I'm not a professional sound engineer. You're going to occasionally hear background noises. It's not intentional. The mostly thing that you're going to hear today is that my cats, who were getting ready to take naps outside, decided to come inside and make the biggest ruckus because I decided to shut my door to cut down on the outdoor noise, which was there was a lot of boats on a lake. We live near a lake, and sometimes these boats are huge and sometimes they are very noisy. Not only that, it's quite warm today and I wanted to cool the house down. So my cats paid me back by misbehaving and running around and making a lot of noise. So I'm sorry if you hear that. So I do apologize. I try to minimize it, but it does happen sometimes. So we're trying to make good friends with the teapots, and here are the greens. And the greens, we've made big mistakes in the past. Hopefully we'll minimize them in the future. But if you give someone an item that they do not like, you will lose a ton of friendship points. I thought it was 61 always, but then I had one that I lost 51, I think. And so that is the most sinking feeling in the world. And the background noise, which I've turned down considerably so I'm not talking over it, and for copyright issues, that I'll have to turn that up for you sometimes so you can hear that sinking sound that matches that sinking feeling in my heart when I'm getting 9, 10, 11 points at a time, and then I lose 50 to 61 at once. It's a horrible, horrible feeling. Anyway, running around making friends, and it's like, let's get that apple off of that tree. Thank you so much. Apples are used for fast travel if you want to use it for fast travel. Look at that chest taunting me. I'm going to get you, chest. I don't know what's in it, but I'm going to get it. So apples used for fast travel. You go to the goddess statues and you can use them to get around. And you don't have to fast travel, but it would take forever to get across the map. And I'm kind of looking, this is the whole Vale right here, and you can see we got a lot of work to do. And ones that you saw, my babies, I haven't made friends with them. You really can't make friends with them until they come out of the crib. But I was looking to see, really, Rosemary Brown, I know, is a baby that got born during the 5-year time period that I was away. You go from 13 to 18 at once. The prologue is when you're 13 years old, and then Fairweather comes in, gives you a quote, you can't see the air quotes, free gift, but you lose 5 years of your life when that happens and you are 18 and become an adult. So during that time, Rosemary Brown was born to the Brown family. And so she's not as good of friends yet. The rest of the family is best friends, and I married her brother, so there you go. Copper Kettle, we gave him a blueberry one day, and it tanked the relationship, so we won't be giving him any more blueberries in the future. So, okay, some of the things that they say are repetitious, and I don't know why he's hanging out in bed. He's in bed all the time. I don't know if he's sick or if he's lazy. I'm just not sure. So here we are, Holly Kettle. Oh my goodness, we just got a bunch of relationship. We're almost full hearts with her. We'd already saw Ignatius in town. We can take their crops now. I'm sorry, we can harvest it. They gifted it to us. How about that? And I've been told to use the sickle for things like carrots and stuff. And terrible grading on the carrots, but that's okay. They can be used for gifts. They can also be used for practice in cooking and stuff. I haven't done a whole lot of cooking. May do so in the future. I already I heard more, he said. That means I had already given him an effort, and I had already forgotten that I had given him a gift. It's like, oh my gosh. Yeah. All right, we'll get some more apples. 2 stars. We'll take it. I don't know why. I don't know how to get higher rated apples. I haven't focused on it. I mean, eventually you need to get higher quality stuff. And so, again, I left that pear tree alone so that I could come back on a rainy day. And let's see here. What day is it? Goods Market and Traveling Trader. It's the 3rd day of spring. All havens have goods markets. And so there's different events and things that you can and should go to. And so especially the competitions, like a baking competition or fishing competition, those things help your reputation and you get some really cool gifts and stuff. I was looking for John Brown. I wanted to give him something that he loves, which is these gooseberries, and get that relationship up, because he's another relationship that I had tanked in the past, and I really am trying. Look at that wonderful heirloom chest right there. Yes, I want that heirloom chest to be mine. And so let's see who else we got up here. I think we have Hazelnut that lives up here. She's the crazy cat lady who has cat on her head and cat sleeping all over her house, and you can buy a cat if you're so inclined. And let's see, she likes milk. I don't think I have any. Let's try something else. Let's go crazy. How about a pear? Oh my gosh, she really liked the pears. That worked out pretty good. Here's a secret for you. I heard Lemony Sip likes creek and croup. I have no idea what that is. It's something that Lemony likes. Sometimes they like cooked items. And we're good enough friends with Hazel that we can come and grab her blueberries. So there we go. That one's on the other side of the fence, which is your fishing pole is your best friend. If you knock anything over a fence, or it's anything that you see hanging down over a cliff, that's how you can get it. All right, off to the Cowpat Farm, which is the cow family. We want to make best friends with them too, because they got a nice chest there that we want. And so I'm kind of looking down here, just kind of looking for things I can scavenge. I'm not focusing on anything. Oh, there's some blood few. We use that in the apothecary. 1 star, it'll work. So these tree stumps right here, you can pour different liquids on them and they make different kinds of moss. So at some point we'll have to get into that, and we will. And let's see, Cowpat Farm. How about them blueberries? Are we good enough friends? Not yet. All right, we'll keep working on it. It's getting kind of late. It's 5 p.m., but I did want to get up here and give everybody a gift. Let's see. Here's Millie. Oh my goodness, our friendship's not very good. Here, take something that you like. 45 points. Oh my gosh, that was pretty awesome. It's like, why? Yeah, I'm your friend. Does that mean we'll be married one day? Haha, how disgusting. You've got a face like a cow bottom upside down, but you are okay as far as upside down cow bottom faces go. Millie. Oh my gosh, it was her birthday. That's why we got so many points for her that gift. It's like, oh my gosh, Millie, what a character. What a terrible, rude thing to say. She needs some manners, that girl. All right, Pat Cow. I don't know if I have any honey. Yes, I do have some honey. And we're going to get 9 points for something like that. I'd just rather give you a strawberry. And okay. Who else? Anybody else around the house? Yeah, here's Billy. Billy likes stuff I don't have, so but we don't want to give him any carrots and whatever that other food is. How about this? No. Those are hard enough to come by. I'm not going to keep giving him that. So we got a lot of work with the cow family to make good friends with them. So that's everybody that's in the house. Let's see who else we got. We've got Tom. I think I already gave Tom a gift. How about Pappy? Let's give Pappy something. He likes milk, and I don't have any, so let's see. No water, no moonfish. Okay, that'll work. We're going to keep working on that relationship with poor little Pappy Cow. He actually lives at a little house off to the left of the main farmhouse. So anyway, but that's his mailbox. So, okay, where should we go next? It is really getting time that we get back and maybe go to the apothecary. In the last episode and in future episodes, I am not going to show my entire time at the apothecary, because usually I spend many in-game hours making remedies, and while I'm happy to show it to you, I mean it's kind of repetitious, so I'll just do like the first one, and then if I stick around and do a bunch more, I'm going to cut that out of the videos. If you want to see it in full form, you can go back to the previous 30 episodes or so, and I show the entire time that I'm in the apothecary, and it's kind of an everyday thing for me. By the way, this is Mother Hubbard who lives here, and her stuff is also free. And I forgot the blood few. And we're going to run up to the Twinging Gardens. That's where Marshyte is. Marshyte is the master. Mother Hubbard is the master cook, and Marshyte is the master gardener. And those skills that we can get from them are invaluable, and you get free stuff on their properties. So, and from the very beginning on day one, you can get free stuff, which is amazing because you don't get free stuff anywhere else. So, I mean, there's only maybe one other place that I can think of, maybe two places that are community gardens or whatever, and you can get free stuff. So I'm just gonna take everything I possibly can. 2-star blueberries, 2-star blueberries, 1-star strawberry. We should get higher quality strawberry. Why now am I getting 2-star? And I don't understand the whys of that in any way, shape, or form. I also saw that there were some sunflowers. Yeah, sunflowers. We use those in the apothecary quite a bit. So we are going to go ahead and grab things, as Marshyte doesn't mind. And pink roses, 3-star. And I haven't really seen much of a use for pink roses. I thought I saw a fish there, and I guess not. Pink roses, but I've seen somebody ask for them as far as a task. So, lutra and ulcis. Yes, very important ingredients for the apothecary. Again, I like the apothecary. I enjoy making the remedies and things. So I get excited when I find things that I know that I'm going to be using. And let's see here. What time is it? It's 9 p.m. Oh, he's got a night berry right there, and I always come too late to get it. It's like, oh my gosh, I probably should come up here and there's so many things. There's so many things in this game to remember and keep track of. I mean, you can make it as simple as you want, or it can be way complicated as you want. So we're going to just continue on working our day, and I think we're going to go down to the graveyard. As you may have seen before, if you go to the graveyard at 10 p.m., all but one season, which I think is August, on a regular basis, you can get grave lilac at 10 p.m. is the highest quality. So you can see I'm looking at the grave, I can see it right there, but I got it, now it is 10 p.m. There we go. So 10 p.m. we can start hacking away and get much higher quality of grave lilac than we could have at 9 p.m. 3-star. And so I probably would have gotten 1 or 2-star. So you get better quality, and as your skill improves, those qualities go up. So I want to come down here and grab all this real quick, and look at that, 3-star grave lilac. And that's a really good ingredient in the apothecary because it has illusion attribute. So that's awesome. And I'm just running around trying to make sure I don't miss anything, because I haven't made a list of how many. I think there's 6. I always say that every single episode. I say I think there's this many because I forget to count them. So I should go back and watch my own daggone videos and count how many there are. But I want to make sure I get them all, as many as possible. As I said, there's one season out of the year, I think it's in the fall, where you can't get any. So I want to get them while I can. And let's see, mushroom right there. That's a rainbow mushroom, so grab that. And we've seen people ask for them. I don't know. I think you can use them in cooking as well. I was trying to see if there was a grave lilac right there because I couldn't tell. And my eyesight isn't so good. I hate playing the game at night, but you have to in this game. So we got to do the best we can do. So off to Candlewitch Village we go, and we can restock our shelves at the apothecary with some of the goodies that we found and do some remedy making. So let's see what we can do. God, it's so late. I hate it that it's so late. So anyway, we'll pop in here real quick and do what we can. And sometimes I have to stick out and hang out here all night. So we made 52, which is not great. We had to order some stuff. I hated that we had to order those sunflowers. Look at the reputation we're getting. Oh my gosh. We did make profit, 52, which is not awesome, but it's not awful either. But we're getting good. We're getting good reputation, which is very important. So the next thing I do is I do a quick inventory. I do have a Microsoft OneNote spreadsheet or note on the inventory that I have, not the ingredients, but the actual potions and remedies and things. So I take a quick look, I double check my list, and I say, okay, I've got these 3 remedies. So when I go to and then I add in any ingredients that I possibly can from what I've been gathering, my own inventory, and then I go to the back and I start making remedies. I'm going to show this first one, and then if I stay later on, I'll go ahead and just cut that out so y'all don't have to see that. So what I'm checking is the ingredients that I have. I know I have things for the poppy perk up. Oh my gosh. I have a number of things for that illusion, so we're going to use that, and then we're going to use that, and then we go to this is the potion maker. No matter which station you stand at, whatever you're making will bring up the correct machine station for you to use. And a lot of people complain about this. They don't like it. I don't mind it at all. To me, it's kind of fun. Trying to figure out, you put in an ingredient, and then you have to put a counter agent, and it has to be on the little chart there, and you figure it out. And then it makes your item, which is Poppy Perk Up in this particular case. Let's see what we got as far as quality. I got 2-star. Well, that's okay. So I didn't end up staying until 4 a.m. I'm sure Ashes weren't aware the heck I was, but look at my shelf now. It looks a heck of a lot better than it did before. I had only 3 items, so I made all that stuff. And I also had a I forget what it is, pet powder or something that somebody needed. Let's see, Pappy Cow. Oh, he wants a grave lilac. Okay, maybe not. We want those friendship points, so we're gonna go ahead and grab that. We will get more. I think I threw them all into the apothecary, but it's okay, we'll get some more and keep on going. Jeremie's sleeping, so I'm just gonna put that pet powder in his mailbox. And we get the same friendship points or whatever that we would have gotten. And we're going to continue on home. I do like to try to get home by 5 a.m., pop into bed real quick, and then it saves the game at 6 a.m. automatically. And it's just it's a habit thing, because if I do that, then I get up at 6 a.m. and I immediately go to the brownie bowl and put something in the brownie bowl. So it kind of helps me to remember to do that. You do not want to forget that brownie bowl. That's a really bad thing to do. But the game will save itself automatically at 6 a.m. irregardless. Sometimes I come over here and feed these sheep because I'm trying to get more sheep manure. I want lots of it, and I have 2 sheep. I can have 1 more if I can remember where the heck that you get them from. I have to go to a sheep market. And let's see. All right, look at all these sunflowers. Now I wish I hadn't made that order that I made, because I could look at I forgot that I had grown them all, and they're 3-star. Awesomeness right there. I'm sure that has something to do with that sheep manure. I really do think so. So let's see, what else can we get here? There's certain things that you can harvest during the day. There's certain things that are better harvested at night. I mean, I get it. It's just a little bit complicated. And for me, it's like, okay, so now I have to remember all of those things. And why am I getting 1-star tomatoes? I do not know. So I think some of that complication is okay. I think some of it's kind of annoying. But if you want to get those 4- and 5-star eventually when you need them down the road, you got to know how. So, okay, heart roots. Oh, okay, got that. And Isaiah Green. How nice, Isaiah. And look at that. So we got 2 gifts from people for giving them gifts. So how about that? Brownie bowl. Yep, I've been putting in these wheat skimmers. It doesn't seem to matter whatever you want to put in the brownie bowl. And Ash was back with a couple. Oh my goodness. He's getting some nice high quality fish that we need to go give Twig. So thank you, Ash. Appreciate you, buddy. So we're going to send you back to Tirtanog with your fishing pole, and we'll see ya. And we're going to I cannot not turn on that fireplace. I have to turn on that fireplace. It makes me unhappy when it's not on. So we're going to knock down these apples, getting 1-star apples off this tree. I don't know if I should be doing a different day. 2-star, why? Why am I getting some 1-star and some 2-star apples? I don't know the answer to that question. So it bugs me that I don't know the answer to the question. we're gonna run up here and see Twig real quick. He has he's the fishing master, and each time we come and see him, we give him more of the fish that he asked for, and then eventually we will fill this all out. Look at that. And this says the hook will land accurately in the center of the target zone if we give him all these fish that he wants. So yeah, there you go. And even a 4-star. I'm like, okay, I don't need it for anything else. So we got a long way to go on that. It does take a while to get all of these, but eventually we will work on it in earnest and get those extra perks. I really like the way the leveling works in this game. Obviously, just using my fishing pole is making my fishing skill go up. You've seen there's a little green bar above one of those tools. You can also get special perks from the whatever master, the fishing master, cooking master, whoever that is. And so that is another reason. I like that different multi-level leveling, I guess. I don't know how else to put it. I do have the boon to get the seeds with just knocking down the weeds. And man, do I love doing this, because this is free. You get free seeds. Otherwise, you're paying, what is it, 4 or 5 gold brass per packet. And look at all these. This is like free money laying around. So I like free money. That works for me very well. And I can grow things that I need, like the irises, the sunflowers. Those are things that I really need for the apothecary, and I'm getting them for free by planting them in my own farm garden. This game has been called a farm simulation game. I think that's really inaccurate. Farming is a part of the game, but it is such a small part of it. I would call it anything but that. It is a life simulator, a farm life simulator. Maybe that's kind of maybe even pushing that. It is just, it's a very unusual game, and I think they maybe have a hard time figuring out exactly what to call it when you're just summarizing for the masses. I just think it is a fun game. I mean, I was watching a streamer for some other reason, and they started streaming this game. I started watching it and went, holy cow, I love the look of that game. And I went out, I accidentally caught it on its first week that it was released, and I bought it on the first week. It was on sale. It's been on sale since then a couple of times, so keep your eyes out if you're interested. And it was on Steam that I purchased it. And so I just love this game from the very first day I started playing it. And like I said many times, there's so much I don't understand, but that's okay. I'll figure it out. In the meantime, I had to share this with you guys. It was just so much fun and different, and I just loved it. And it's funny because in the past, I haven't played games like this. Pixel games, pixelated, I don't know what they call them. I've played the grandiose, what am I trying to say? Grandiose high-end graphic games, like a Skyrim type game. You know, that's what I've played forever. And so it was like, this is a very different type game to me. And once I got it, I got it. So, and I love this. I do love and I think it's also been called a chill game. So that works for me. I absolutely enjoy this game so much. There's fighting, and I've showed you my very poor fighting skills, but not a lot. And if you want to ignore the main storyline, you don't even have to do that. So I have kind of done it to kind of get the main part of the storyline down, but you know, I'm not overly concerned about it. I get to it when I get to it. And let's see, today's Jeremie Smith's birthday. Oh boy, I'm so glad I checked my calendar. 4th day of spring in year number 7. Pig racing and traveling trader. So we need to go see Jeremie Smith and give Jeremie Smith, unless he's, we've already got something to give him, I think, because we had an item for him. I'm not sure. I wasn't looking at it close enough. So anyways, let's go see. What I'm looking here is you can see where people live by using your cursor and clicking on the various locations, and it shows you where people live. And so I was looking, oh my gosh, I didn't even see all this stuff. Look at this. Yes. Oh my goodness. 3-star sunflowers. Oh my gosh. Well, guess what our apothecary is going to be getting? All right. That is awesome. And one of my favorite things is irises. Oh my gosh, irises. Here we go. Oh my. 5-star irises, people. Oh my gosh, that's incredible. So obviously the sheep manure had a great effect on the irises, and we just got a truckload of 5-star irises, and we increased getting extra stuff with our sickle, which we have now increased. You can see now we're starting off a new level. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited about those irises. Oh my heavens, that is so awesome. Yay. That was a big win there. 5-star, anything 5 stars, like holy tamale. What you saw me also when planting, if you put your seeds in your inventory, you can walk along and click, 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 and very quickly plant your farm. So that's what I was doing there, is putting them down. And that's why when I started harvesting them, I ended up with them in my inventory, but I'll get rid of that, don't worry. And so we're going to get these guys strawberry here. A 1 little star strawberry. What the heck? Okay, we're going to go back here and talk to Jeremie. Bless you. That worked great. It's like a weight has been lifted off my brain. Now I can stop those silly thoughts about hammering my head. Just kidding. I'd stick to the forge instead. His story is completed. That means he's not going to... I don't have any more quests for his storyline. And that happens with a number or most of the villagers. And I do keep track of completed storylines on my Microsoft OneNote, and I keep track of if they have an heirloom chest, or if I find out they have one, I keep track of that, and I make a note of when I've opened one or when I still need the numbers for it. So lots of things that I keep track of just because. You don't have to, I don't think, but I do, because there's no place else that it keeps track of for you. No, you're not going to get my chocolate truffle. Nope, nope, nope. Not going to happen, but it would be nice if you give me your code. Nope, did not give me a code. Come on, guys, cough it up. I know you got an heirloom chest back there. All right, what do we got? Let me sip and Poppy Cow. So we got a couple people we can see today. And you can see the fish stop is only open in the early mornings. And we're going to grab that Spriganeer. And so I think I've got some things we can put on there. Oh, look at that. Yep, got a few things. Oh, look at all those iris and the sunflowers. So between the ones that are getting ready to be delivered and the ones I just added, we're in good shape on sunflowers. And look at all these beautiful irises. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Also, somebody wanted a grave lilac, so I thought I'd go back and take one off the shelf. We got 6 left, so we'll keep working it. Oh, I forgot these knob eyes. Yes, we need those on the shelf. So the knob eyes that we got when we went to Midwood. So there's a couple ways you can get those. You can go to the various woods, or you can bring your dog along and dig them up. That's where I got my first ones for sure. Let's take a look here, and we're doing okay. It's still early enough in the day. We're still making profit, so that's okay. The least amount of ingredients we can purchase, the more profit we will make. And let's go see how the fish market did this morning. And all right, we got 35 profit for the day, so that's pretty good. Okay, anything that's over 0 is good, so I'm really happy about that. And you can see that there's all fish, only fish on the shelf, so that's a good thing. And so it's like, who was I looking for? Not you. I'm still working hard at making best friends with John Bowes. So we're working on it, a person at a time, one at a time. We'll get them all eventually, not to worry. And it's really fun when you start pulling it up and you start seeing the all hearts across the board. So let's see here. Look and see who lives where, looking for people, because we do have specific people that we're looking for. And yeah, was it Lemony Sip? It's like, oh, hello there, sleeping one. Clay, you sleep all the time. It must be a teenager, right? Don't give him a carrot. He don't like that. Edward, that was Edward, I'm sorry. Edward. And Edna. Let's see about Edna. No apples for Edna. And Clay. Don't have any idea. It's like taking a risk. And we're already best friends with Clay, but that's okay. It does help when it comes time for me to snag their chest. Well, hello there, Ms. Rosemary. We're not best friends with you yet, and we don't know what you like or dislike. taking a chance here. And it worked out. All right, friendship rating is up. Little Rosemary. What's really funny about that is any game that you play, any save file that you have, when you do that 5 years between 13 to 18, the Brown family has a child, but the name is different. So I've seen many playthroughs with interesting names. I thought, oh, they'll be named Rosemary. No, they are not. They are different. I've seen Saffron and a couple other ones. It's like, okay. All right, Ignatius. We're best friends with Ignatius. Yay. You know, I told you about how I like a laugh and a joke. Wouldn't it really tickle me pink is to see Edna and young Edward get a good old-fashioned pranking? If you could get one of them to dislike you, then I'd be happy as Larry. That was the name of my old... What? Oh, my gosh. Ignatius. So, Ignatius wants us to prank the Teapot family. So it really hate that, because we're working so hard on those relationships, and then he wants us to go tick one of them off. So not fun. I wish he wouldn't do that. But the Teapots and the Kettles absolutely hate each other. I still haven't seen... I know that they do, but I'm not 100% sure of the why yet, because I haven't read it closely enough, because I'm sure they've been telling us. So it's like, oh my gosh, seriously. And let's see. Let's go see. The Edward is the one with the least amount of friendship points. And this little kid. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my slingshot and I'm hitting this little kid. That didn't seem to make any difference. I don't know why. I'm trying to find someone. There's Edna. It's like, oh, I hate to do this to Edna. Oh. But if you do it enough times, then you'll get the message. She says, stop that. Oh my gosh. Return to Ignatius to complete the task. So if I lost friendship points, I can make them back up. So I went ahead and did it. It's part of the completion of Ignatius' storyline. You would make a great stand-up comedy because you're a real stand-up person and you make me laugh to look at you. You did a good thing this day. You are what they call a gillet, a type of blade. It was a type of blade and the best man and could get. Okay, so completed the task. His storyline is complete. So that's another one that we completed today. And as we work on these relationships here in the Vale, we're going to see more and more of those. And as I may or may not have explained, when you become best friends with somebody, many of them will have a final task that they want you to complete. And so... Boy, Edna's still ticked off at me. They ask you that one more thing to complete, and then at that point you can start giving them gifts to see if they've got heirloom numbers that they're going to give you. Oh, come on, John, be my best friend. Come on, buddy. Not yet. Working on it. I'm going to get that heirloom chest, dude. I don't know what's inside of these. This is something I do not know, so I'm not... I have mentioned this before, and I'll mention this again, that I've seen so many people put in their subject or in their title description blind playthrough. And I think some of them are. I also think a lot of them are not. That it's just a marketing thing. They want you to think that it's their first time they played a game blindly. And I'm telling you now, I'm not playing this game blindly. Now, that does not mean that I'm not seeing things I haven't seen before. That's absolute truth. I have not seen a lot of things before. But I don't think it's honorable to put, ethical to put the word blind playthrough in a playthrough when it's not truly blind. So I'm not going to do that. I know I'm already seeing things, like I said, I'm seeing things I haven't seen before, and I'll tell you when that happens. I'm telling you, I have not seen these chests. The brown was the only chest that I knew what was coming, and I think I had forgotten because I had played it through a test playthrough, and then I was like, oh, that's right. I was shocked. So I'm just telling you now that all these things that we're seeing, I've played some of this, but most of it I have not seen this content. But I don't think it's ethical to put blind playthrough on there until I'm completely out of the area of that I had played through before. All right, this is the Cow family with an E, and I'm going to give them all gifts here right in the mailbox. Oh, right, Pat. We're 2 hearts, or 3 hearts, I guess, if you count the little tiny one. And let's see, what are we going to give? Definitely not pears. Here's for Tom. I don't know what, Tom hates us for some reason. And let's see. The strawberries are safe here for little Miss Millie. And let's see, how about Billy? Well, we don't have anything. Stay away from the carrots. I think it's a safe. There we go. Right, 17 for Billy. And Pappy. And Pappy wanted a grave lilac. And there we go. And look at that heart. Oh my gosh, look at the hearts. Yowza! My goodness sakes. And let's see. I don't think we have any milk. But we only got like 9 points for it, right? It's like, give him something else. Oh, 17. All right. Pappy, we're just right there. We're best friends. We're getting best pals with Pappy. So we ended up 15 reputation points from all that. So awesome. And, oh, come on. What are you guys keeping stuff from me? That's not cool. All right. Where to next? All right. I've mentioned before that I don't like it when my task list gets so long that I'm scrolling through it. So I'm trying to keep it down as much as possible. So anyway, I saw another task that we could complete really quickly, so I'm going to run down there and do that. And I just don't like it when you have to scroll and scroll. I think it's too easy to miss things. And then you're running all over the map when you could have completed a couple of tasks within 1 or 2 screens. So I just don't, I like to be more efficient than that when it comes to my tasks. So, okay. Candlewitch West. And look at that money just pouring into my body. Look at that. 1585. Money, money, money just pouring right into my pocket. I like it. And I don't know what I'll be using money on later. I know we need to we'll be buying more shops eventually. And the shops are more expensive. When you going to different havens, they get more expensive. Oh, come on, man. Where are you? I can't see him. Oh, let's see. He wants the binding band. He also wanted that flagfish, which we haven't focused on fishing up yet. 10 reputation points, so thank you very much. All right. And so that took that off of our task list, which was good. It is 6 p.m., which you know what that means. The shop is closed. Let's see how much money the shop made. All right, we made 74. And I'd like to see what they sold. Fracture. So, and look at the food, body odor and food poisoning gives us a lot of reputation points. So I'm very happy with how this shop is going. Making money every single day, making profit every single day. And let's check our inventory and looking to see if we're going to order anything. Gosh, we're not getting much parsley elsewhere, so we're going to have to spend the money. I hate doing that. But you got to do what you got to do. You got to keep the inventory and the stock going. So I'm going to see if I can add anything else. I came by early this morning and added a bunch of stuff. And there's a thistle. Thistle is kind of be useful. And that's just experience. I've just used it a number of times. And checking the inventory. With all of that completed, then we can go to the back and start making remedies. And once again, I'll just make one remedy and then I will do a speed jump, and so you don't have to be tortured from watching me do this. But again, I enjoy it so much, but I don't want my subscribers hitting the end button and leaving me. So anyway, while I'm doing this, the secret word of the day is making money. Please use the words making money down in the comments in a sentence. Do not say the secret word of the day is making money. Use your creativity and make me happy, please. It makes me so happy when I see that people have done that. So the secret word of the day is making money. We got our spring whiff done, and we got 1 2 stars. There we go. And we made quite a few remedies for the shelf, and it's only 10 p.m. So we were able to make quite a few things really quickly. From this side, you can hit those apple trees, and you really want to be careful when you're using the slingshot, because you can very easily hit people, and they do not like it, as we saw when we went and hit Edna, because we were being requested to do that as a task. So you really do have to be careful, and your animals too. You don't want to get hitting your animals. I'm not showing a lot of the text of these conversations that some of these people have, but some of it is just incredibly funny. The writers that did this just really had some really warped sense of humor. It's yeah. So Holly wants us to prank the teapots. So the kettles wanted us the teapots wanted us to crank the kettles, and the kettles wanted us to prank the teapots. I'm sorry, I'm talking too fast. You get what's going on though. We prank each one, and then stories are complete. So, oh my gosh, it's too funny. So we're gonna go ahead and head home. Oh, what do you got, Wurzel? Do you need something? How are you? I'm fine. What's up? He lost a wedding band. Oh my goodness. Why do people lose their wedding band so much? It's like, what are you doing that's making them lost? I mean, it's ridiculous. So we're going to go find another wedding band. It's an easy task if you can usually see them somewhere in a clear area. So we'll just keep doing those. That's no problem. I'm kind of glad to be getting home a little bit earlier today. If we could get over to our little fish pond, the one over by the right-hand side of the farm, we often can get those amazing moonfish, which sell for quite a bit. And I don't know why I'm feeding these guys right now, because when I do this, they don't seem to give me any extra manure than I would get if I just fed them in the morning. So I don't know. I don't know how to make them give me more for sure. But I stopped by, it's like 11 o'clock, and I thought I read that you get higher quality carrots if you harvest them at night. And I'm not sure if that's true or not. I'm getting 2-star, which is better than 1-star, which I seem to have been getting. It's kind of hard to see, but there we go. I think I got them all picked up. Alrighty dighty. So some things needed to be harvested during the day, some things at night, and holy moly, look at all the gifts we're getting. Pappy Cow giving us a 3-star apple, and Pat Cow is going to give us a proverb, and Hazelnut, thank you Miss Hazelnut with the crazy cat on your head, and is going to give us a proverb, and Holly Kettle, while we're still friends with Holly, is going to give us a recipe for gooseberry pie. Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Ignatius is going to give us a proverb for venom sacs, and Rosemary is going to give us a proverb for Knight's Tale. So wow, that was a pretty good group of stuff for making good friends with people. So we're just going to keep at it. So that is awesome. Now we're going to go fish up on this little pond over here to finish off our day. And 3-star whistle roots. Holy Toledo, that's fantastic. Whistle roots can be used in the apothecary. So I was very happy to see that. And also we're going to double check over here and see if we got a nightberry. We did. Awesomeness. And while I'm here, I thought, you know what? Let's just get us some seeds. Oh my, and I do have an addiction to getting the seeds. I mean, I love having that particular boon, and I do have it the last week of winter if I can. I like to have it the last week of winter so that we can run around and get seeds for planting in the spring. And so then I just keep it if I can. The other one on this particular one is to get increased fish spawn rate, which is, since I'm not fishing that much, I don't care. But I like to have this boon for the seeds. I just get so excited. It's ridiculous. It's like free money. Oh, free money, more free money, more free money. Isn't that silly? I don't know why I'm that way. I just am. So we're just going to keep going. I don't like to have to buy seeds. I don't think I've bought any seeds since Uncle Bill taught us how to buy seeds. I think after that, I just quit buying seeds. Once I figured out I could get them for free, why the heck not? So it's 1 a.m. and Ash should be coming home. Oh, speaking of, there he is. Let's go see if we got any manure. We don't. I should probably stop feeding them at night when I come home and just feed them in the mornings and see if I get anything. So let's see. What did Ash bring us? And oh my goodness, some really good goodies. There we go. So we're going to say goodnight, and that'll be the end of our episode. Thank you so much for following along on this journey with me and Rhiannon. Appreciate those subscriptions and likes more than you can possibly know. The most important thing, though, is I want you to have a wonderful rest of your day.